welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really awesome snowman wreath. I really wish that y'all could see this one in person because photos and video is just not doing it any justice. Anyway, stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. Alrighty, let us get started. So this sign here came from the Dollar Tree. See, there's the tag. It did come from the Dollar Tree, but I got it there last year in 2017. And one of the main reasons why I'm making videos right now using last year's Christmas items is because I'm tired of them hanging on my walls in my craft room, and I need to move them out, you know, to be prepared for all the new stuff that I'm going to be getting when Dollar Tree releases all their 2018 Christmas stuff. And I've gotten a lot of messages from y'all saying, you know, do you have anything from last year? I don't know what to do with it. Any ideas? So that's another reason why I'm doing it. So I have this sign. And I took a good look at it, and what we have here, of course, first off, is this blue. It's kind of a grayish blue, and the white, and then this red sparkly stuff on his scarf, and then we have this snowflake. It's like three-dimensional plastic snowflake that was glued on up here. So I'm going to see what I can do to stay with that theme. I have the 14-inch, there we go, 14-inch wire wreath form from Dollar Tree. This is the new 2018 Christmas mesh, and it's sort of a grayish blue. I don't really think this is like a true light blue. It looks kind of gray to me, and it has some silver threading in it. So I have 3 rolls of this, and I have 3 rolls of just their ordinary white mesh. That should be enough. I have a bag of pipe cleaners over here. Now this red sparkly ribbon, Dollar Tree does carry this at Christmas. They have it out in my stores right now, but I have so much left over from last year that came from Dollar General. That's what I'm going to use. I have 2 spools of this. Like I said, you can get yours from Dollar Tree. I also have this wired ribbon. This came from Walmart's Christmas stock last year. I don't know what Dollar Tree will have out this year, so they might have something comparable. You need something to measure with, of course. Your scissors, hot glue gun. I'm using a high temp hot glue gun. Someone asked me about this the other day. This is an Ad Tech, and I got that from Walmart. I also wanted to put some sort of snowflakes on here because I'm going to be using my blossom method. Once again, Dollar Tree does not have a lot of their Christmas stuff out yet, but I got these at Hobby Lobby. You get 8 snowflakes in a pack for $2.99, and they were on sale for 40% off, so I grabbed 2 packs of these. Alright, so I'm going to get my wreath form out of the way. I'm going to get my sign out of the way. And let's get started on this. So with my blossoms are made up of 2 different bundles of mesh. You make them the same way, but put them together and then decorate the center. So take 1 whole pipe cleaner and fold it in half just like this. And then you're going to need 2 pieces of your mesh. Cut those to 30 inches long. And now I'm going to cut 2 pieces of this snowflake ribbon. And I just measure that against my roll of mesh. 1.5 times the length of your mesh. And that'll be 9 inches. You know, if you want to measure your ribbon, go ahead and do that. And then I'm just going to cut a little V, a dovetail, into the end of the ribbon. I'm going to do the same thing with this red here. So, as most of y'all know, I do live in North Carolina, and the coast is getting hit by Florence, Hurricane Florence, and all of the stores up here are like running out of water and bread. I'm not near the coast, but still the skies are dark. The wind is blowing. The wind's blowing pretty hard actually, so if y'all hear any racket in the background, it's probably the trees banging up against the windows. I keep looking out the window of the craft room here to see if maybe I can catch a glimpse of my ex-mother-in-law flying by on her broomstick, but I haven't seen anything yet. So, I don't know why she'd come by my place. She can't stand me. I mean, you know what? Just because somebody drops a house on your sister, don't give you any reason to be mean and nasty to everybody else on the planet. Just be nice. Like I said, just cutting little dovetails into the end. Somebody's like, well, why don't you fold your ribbon to do that? Because I don't want to. You do it the way that you want to do it. I'll do it the way I want to do it, and we'll get along. Anything that I show you, anything, you know, you manipulate it and do whatever you can do to make it easier for you. This is just the way that I do it. Okay, got my ribbon cut and my mesh. So we're going to take 1 30-inch piece of mesh. And we're going to lay it this way with the short end towards you. Put your thumbs right there in the center of the end. And then take the rest of your fingers, get your ribbon out of the way, take the rest of your fingers and just gather it up like this. And then you have a little bundle poofy piece that looks something like that. Now pinch that between your fingers. If that's hard for you, you can use like a Bodabra to hold it, a clothespin, hair clip, whatever works for you. We'll take a piece of my snowflake ribbon and then a piece of the red ribbon and layer it just like that with the pretty side, both facing up, of course. And now you're going to have the pretty sides facing your fingertips when you place it inside your little bundle here. You're holding it just like that. Now take your whole pipe cleaner where the V is and just pinch your mesh and your ribbon and everything together just like that. Try to get it centered. And just give it one or two really good twists in the back. Okay, and that's what we have so far. I think this red sparkly stuff and the snowflake ribbon, I think that's going to reflect the decorations on the sign pretty well. I'm hoping so anyway. If not, I'm about to make a mess. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to lay that off to the side. Now take your other 30-inch piece of mesh and you're going to do the exact same thing. Put your thumbs in the center and just gather it up like this. Like that. Layer your ribbon once again, just like that. And now twist your pipe cleaners here so that it's going a long way with your mesh. And now we're going to take this and you're going to lay it on top of that one crossways. So you just made like a cross or an X, whatever you want to call it. Then tighten your pipe cleaner 2 or 3 good turns. And there's your blossom. Now we're going to decorate the center of this, and that's why I got the snowflakes. So let's open these suckers up. Let's see. I like, this one here would give me more space to put my hot glue, but I like the design on this better. All right, let's just hold it here in the center and see what it looks like. We can alternate, I guess. And these things here, they feel like pretty hard plastic. I don't want to take a chance breaking my scissors, so I'm going to use my wire cutters here. I'm just going to trim the end off. I'm going to try to kind of round it out. As you can see, like the ends here are rounded. I'm just going to try to round it a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, it looks like the center is not going to cover up my pipe cleaner here. So you know what? I'm going to have to use this one because the center is bigger. It looks like the ends of these are at an angle. So I just trimmed that at an angle. All right, let us give this a go. Oh, okay. That's going to look good. Let's move my ribbon around a bit. Okay, I'm going to put my hot glue right there. Just center it. Oops, I didn't mean to bump the camera there. My head is in the way. Just hold it like that. There we go. There's one of our blossoms. Now, depending on how tightly you want to scrunch your blossoms up on your form, your wreath form, don't attach them to your form. Well, you can if you want to. That would be festive. You might use 8 or 9 of each one of these. Now, I'm going to alternate them like I usually do with my blossom method. I made this blossom with the ribbons and the decoration. Now, the next blossom I make, I'm going to use the white mesh, and it's not going to have any ribbons. So I'm just going to cut a 30-inch piece of the white, gather it up, wrap it with the pipe cleaner, do another white one, just like this blossom here, only it's not going to have any ribbons, and I'm going to alternate them. Like I said, depends on how tightly you want to pack them. You might need 8 of these and 8 of the plain ones. Or you can do 9 of these and 9 of the plain ones. Now, because this sign here, I want this sign to be off to the side, I think. At this moment, I think I want it to be off to the side. I never really know until I get all my blossoms on. But if I want this to be off to the side, then I'm not going to use ribbon or snowflakes on any of the mesh behind him, of course. That would be such a waste. If I put him in the middle, then of course, yeah, I'll use the ribbons and everything. But I'm going to work on it, and then when I come back, I will tell y'all exactly how much of this ribbon and everything that I used, and we'll see what I've got, and then we'll attach the sign. Hang on just a minute. Okay, and you know what? I almost forgot to show y'all how to put the blossom on your wreath form. Duh, I've got someplace I have to be here in just a few hours, and I'm trying to do a video before I have to leave, and my mind is preoccupied. So anyway, you take your blossom with your pipe cleaners sticking out the back, of course, and we're only going to be using these 2 center rings on our wreath form. So you take one piece of your pipe cleaner and go around that one, and the other one, go around this one here. My glue has not set up. It's still hot. So let's turn it over, and then just give it a couple really good twists. Then once I get all my blossoms on, I'll come back and I'll trim these pipe cleaners off and fold them out of the way and make the back look all nice and neat. Alrighty, so now I'm going to work on the rest of the wreath, and we'll see what I come up with here in a bit. Hang on. Okay, this is what I have so far. I have 8 blossoms made out of blue mesh. I have 8 blossoms made out of white mesh. And on 5 of the blue ones, I made them with the ribbon and the snowflakes. And I'll go back later and fluff it out and make it look nice. You know, once I get the sign on and I'm done wrestling with the darn thing, then I'll go back and fluff everything out. This looks so much better in person than it does on camera. I swear the camera just does not do this thing justice. But anyway, okay, the sign. This little snowflake, I'm knocking stuff down. The little snowflake that was up there in the corner, I didn't really like it. I thought it was a little too small, and I wanted a sparkly one. Can y'all see that sparkle? I wanted a sparkly one to reflect the ones that I used on the wreath, so I just pried the other one off, and then I hot glued one of my snowflake ornaments to that. And then I glued on 2 pipe cleaners, one on each end, to attach it to the wreath. Now, as I was taking a break a while ago and cleaning up my craft room, I came across a bunch of these little red rhinestone doohickeys that I have. I mean, I got all different kinds of colors, but I've got a lot of red. And y'all know I like to just bedazzle the bejesus out of stuff. So what I want to do is I'm just going to put a little dot using my low temp glue gun because it's smaller and more precise. I'm going to put one of these little red rhinestones right in the center of each snowflake. Just like that. See, it just gives it that little extra something. And it's so cheap to do stuff like that. Like just adding one little rhinestone like that to something can change the look so much. And I think I got a bag of like a couple hundred of them for like $5. You can find them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart, you know, any store like that. It's just a little extra something to give it a nice little extra touch. Okay, so I'm going to stick the other ones on here right quick. And I say to use, I said my low temp glue gun, and it doesn't really have anything to do with the actual temperature of the glue. This one is just a lot smaller than my high temp one. And it gave me like a smaller blob instead of a massive blob. Is that centered? I don't know. I'm standing up, y'all. I'm not sitting down. I'm standing up so that I can get a better angle on this thing. Alright, so now I'm going to put this one here. And, okay, I got one more, and then we're going to attach the sign. And I'll show you the back of the wreath as well. As far as the ribbon goes, I used almost this entire roll here, and I still had a little bit left over from this spool. And with my powerful math skills, I hate math, which is why it's so funny to me. I hate math. But oh, this one's a little bit crooked. Yep, I'm just gonna pop it off and start over again. You're gonna need 9 feet of ribbon for each color. So I used 9 feet of the red, and then I used 9 feet of the snowflake. So if you don't get your ribbon where I got mine, just go by those measurements and you should be okay. All right, so now to attach the sign, let me get this piece of mesh out of the way. Just like I do all of my other signs, just position it kind of sort of where I want it. And then I'm just going to take the pipe cleaners and run it down in between. I think I'll do these 2 here. I'm just going to run the pipe cleaners down in between here and just wrap it around the wreath form. It doesn't matter exactly where you wrap it around. Just wherever you can to get it to to hold firmly. Okay, I'm going to flip it over. I'm just going to twist it. Don't twist this too much or tighten it down too much until you get your sign 100% where you want it. Then you can go back and tighten it down. As you can see with my other pipe cleaners here, I trimmed them down with my wire cutter so they look all nice and neat. And like here, whoops, I didn't mean to hit the camera. Like here in this section, I have like 3 blossoms. This one has 3, this one has 2, this one has 2. It all depends on just how you scrunch them together, because I've tried several times and I just can't get it to be equal over the whole wreath for some reason. I don't know, that's just me. But you space them however you like them. Now I'm just going to attach the other end of the sign here, and this one will be done. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, y'all probably think I'm crazy. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm going to stick a rhinestone right here on this snowflake too, just to bring all of this red together. I'm going to tighten this down first though. And do I have another rhinestone laying over here? I don't think I do. Oh well, I'm going to get back in my stash over there and I'll find another red one, and then I'm going to glue it right into the center of this snowflake here. Alrighty, there we are. I'll fluff up everything to make the beginning of the video so that y'all can see really what it looks like. So if you would, please give me a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.